because we were at war for 20 years and we lost the war. Everyone. Was everybody a stupid idiot? Oh, we're going to go to China. You think we could beat China if we can't beat Afghanistan or Iraq?
That's a fair point.
Dang, that's looking at the problem from a new light. You don't, or at least I don't think about it like that too often. But honestly, how could we possibly win a war with China without attempting to blow the whole place up when you look at how previous engagements were handled in much smaller, less organized nations?
Are you No, well, the people that are making these bets don't want... Of course we can't win. The people that are in charge of it, most of them ain't from here, put it that way, and they just need us to go in the war. They don't need us to win. The winning is you never getting out of it. That's the winning. Weren't you in the service in some branch?
Right. No. My dad was. Brian Simpson was. Brian was in the military.
Oh, I thought you did like Seabees or something. Was that Brian? He was Navy.
No, Brian was Marines.
He was?
Yeah, Brian was Marine.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my. Yeah, and he told me he joined just to get his diploma. It's funny because, you know, if you do USO ever, which I always would do, because I got my...
I've only ever got to do one of those USO shows.
I've done one USO show.
They'll give you coins. I got one, the last one, I always have it. I can't find my other one that I got from after, it was like a base for in case a dirty bomb hit in Maryland. So all the guys in there like just have a job hoping to never have it. And by the way, dirty bombs are fake. That was never a thing. I just want to make that clear. We know they're fake because Saddam Hussein tested them with our blessing to use on Iran, and it doesn't work.
It's really kind of crazy that there's not limits placed on the profitability these companies and government contractors are chasing after when developing weapons, vehicles, and other equipment for war. Just something that stops the pure incentive to always be at war so your company can keep getting overpaid by the government and raking in the dough while human lives get reduced to units of measure on their statistic sheets.
That's why it's never happened. Remember the dirty bomb?
No, what's a dirty bomb?
Oh, after 9/11, they're like, they could just put radioactive shit in a briefcase with an explosive and spread, and it would like pollute the... It's absolute nonsense.
It sounds like some James Bond movie villain.
Well, there's some real... The nano shit you should worry about unless if you don't smoke or get nicotine in your system. Healthy nicotine. Hold on, I gotta fight off the nano.
No, don't fight him.
No, that's why I want, because I got 2 COVID shots.
Oh, I got two too.
I got two.
So the when people's blood would be, you've seen the autopsy of people with their veins hardened in
yeah,
into the Chinese bodies exhibit when they're dead. Apparently it's like graphene and some, I don't know what bullshit. They've had all that shit for a long time, but it makes you a transmitter if it it's like, and if it kills you, that's cool. We gotta get the numbers down. You understand what a soft kill is, right? That's what they called it.
A soft kill?
This came out years ago. Nothing, I wanted to explain something. Literally not one thing is hidden. You don't have to wait for any disclosure day. Everyone has been a snitch since the whole thing started.
I'm not going to tell you how or what to believe when it comes to this stuff because the AI overlords that are currently stopping me from getting a reasonable amount of views don't seem to appreciate when I speak my mind, and I'm not even going to test it around co-op videos if you take the first of those words and see what I mean. But listen to how Kurt manages to wade through the BS for the truth.
So if you're willing to listen to a bunch of people, you'll hear some bullshit. You hear a lot of bullshit, right? But then you'll start hearing the same bullshit over and over where it gets boring. And then you start hearing all of a sudden some weird little details you ain't never heard before that'll stick out because you just listen to a bunch of bullshit. And those details resonate with other details. So all I do is listen to people's story. I want to hear it. If I get sick of it, it's like if you're watching a set or whatever, and, you know, even comics you like, you'll watch some and you're like, I'm bored now because I know their shit.
Right, right.
And if there's new shit, like I gotta hear it. Like I gotta hear it every time, right? So that's all I'm doing. And then you start noticing once you get past the superficial moron parts, which is the symbols and the skin colors and all the other shit, you hear the themes repeat, and all the themes are the same thing. There's some other race that thinks they're better than you because they're just inbred psychopaths, but for somehow that makes them better. And they want their kids to be inbred psychopaths because that's who can run the world, right? That's who can control. Who runs the world? The good people? What is everybody stupid? Right? I mean, just look, I'm stupid. I know I am because we went to Iraq after 9/11 and it made no sense. And I'm friends with Jason Burmis now. good friends with him. But his Loose Change documentary, I still haven't seen it.
Jason Burmis is someone that has appeared on this channel before, and he's another guy that's pretty tapped into the truth. And I was probably too young to hear about Loose Change back in the day, but I still haven't seen it, even after finding out about it, because by the time I did find out about it, I had already had enough evidence collected on my plate of things that didn't line up with the official story. So I just find it interesting how time has lent Jason almost instant credibility for being on top of it when many weren't. It's kind of crazy he doesn't get more views.
And I believe it too, and I haven't seen it. But it's just I know all this other shit where I'm like mad, and it just reminds me of what a I am. But he was right, and there's people that are also smart that will argue that he's wrong about some gay detail of how they did it. Like if it was maybe it was a energy weapon and blah blah, and maybe the play. I don't give a fuck about any of that nerd shit. Why did they do this? Whose motive? Who benefits from it?
Yes.
It's real simple shit.
Yes.
Right.
And you could easily apply it into the open mic politics. Like the amount people won't think about this. Think of the amount of thought they put into open mic politics your whole time in comedy.
Or for people outside of the real life comedy world, think about bullshit office politics or the politicking in any workplace. Even if you don't want to be involved, you pretty much have to have some kind of strategy to keep yourself out of it. And a lot of places don't like it when you keep completely to yourself. So just think about how little weight all that stuff that weighs so heavy on your mind actually carries into mattering, while reality's unraveling at the seams and people are just looking the other way willingly.
Right.
Why do you think they were doing what? But why now? Like the fucking plotting,
Yeah.
the low stakes plotting of fucking stand-ups is the weakest shit.
The low stakes? It is a lot of low stakes plotting.
And then, you know, at some point, hopefully, it took me at least 8 years probably to understand. Like, I always would never let a club be like more important than me.
Yeah.
Like as far as like, I mean, but I like a lot of clubs I love. Like, dude, I only moved here because of Joe's club.
Yeah.
Okay, because he
That's why
pays right.
we all moved
Yeah.
here.
Everybody talking shit, Joe. Yo, ain't nobody else paying right. That's interesting. Oh, and he refused Epstein. You know, Joe is one of two people, him and Norman Finkelstein. As far as I can tell, the people are like, no, go f yourself, I'm not going.
I've mentioned this somewhere before, but I think this is really just a case of the story not being negative enough for the loudest section of Rogan haters to cling on to. And I think it's really just kind of sad that the level of diligence needed to clock these guys was one Google search, and you could see that he's a pedo from an arrest record. And while, yes, it's an amazing thing that Joe said no, it's really more amazing to see the level that other people were willingly going along with the invites.
Yeah,
Yeah.
The file on Joe is funny to be like, he's like, hey,
He
this
showed
guy's
it to me
pedophile.
a year and a half, dude. Like a year and a half almost or something, he showed me the emails. And Lawrence Krauss, the disgusting physicist who is like trying to lure people in, he was like Bobby Slayton, I guess, would be the one for comics.
How come no comics talking about that Joe said no? Everyone loves
I talk about it nonstop.
every other person who loves the shit on the
dude,
guy, no one's
listen.
like, hey man, Joe said no to Epstein. You would think
you
that would
look
be
it
a
up,
talked about thing.
dude,
Yeah, because like, would I say no to Epstein? If I didn't know who he was?
Yeah, like you would think that'd be more talked about, but nobody's
Yeah.
talking.
He
Like,
just Googled him.
He just Googled him.
It was
Yeah,
the
that's all
first
it took.
arrest.
Yeah.
Okay, so after the first, and he said Lawrence Krauss was already creepy because when we came on the show to talk about space and shit, he kept like feeling his muscles. Like, oh, my wife would love that.
Anyways, thanks for watching this episode, and if you'd like to support the work I do, check out the links in the description. I don't know if there's any signal you guys can give YouTube to tell them stop suppressing the channel. Maybe a like or share helps, but I don't really know, and it's been 2 months of getting 10 times fewer views than I was getting. There's no giving up around here, but man, dealing with all this stuff has been a lot, and I'm selling my card collection to get by so I have time to work on this content, since I was making a full-time income and left my job not long before losing the main channel, and this one is being suppressed. So, I know I mentioned it lightly before, this is just a brief update. Just keep it real, everyone. There's no more time for lies out here, and you'll sooner find me disappear than intentionally mislead you. I'll see you next time.